10 beauty do's and don'ts. Okay, let's start with the don'ts. Number one rule for me, which is very, very important, do not bleach. Yeah, I know a lot of people like to do that in Nigeria. A lot of people want to be light skinned, but then the long-term use of a lot of these products is that your skin is going to be damaged, and in the long run, so will your organs. If you don't believe me, check on Google. Google is your friend. Number two, another don't is don't share products, whether it's facial products or body products that have been recommended specifically for somebody else. Because all of us have different skin types, it's very important to use products that are right for your skin. Okay, you can get away with using your friend or your sister's body lotion, but when it comes to the products that you use on your face, unless they're 100% natural, you really shouldn't share them. Number three, do not go to sleep with your makeup on. I don't care if you have fantastic skin that never breaks out, but don't go to sleep with your makeup on, because in the long run, you'll get small little brushes, small little breakouts, and it's not really very good for your skin. Don't tone. Whether it's tone or bleach, it's all the same thing. A lot of these products have steroids in them, which we don't know about, and they can damage your skin. Don't go out in the sun without sunblock on. There are a lot of people that I've met in Nigeria who believe that sunblock makes you darker. It's not supposed to make you darker, so if it's making you darker, it might be expired. You should always check the expiry date on sunblock products. One of the fantastic products that's reasonably priced that we have in Nigeria is by Forever Living. Forever Living does a sunblock. In Nigeria, you should be using a sunblock that's at least SPF 35 or SPF 30 and above. Once it gets to SPF 40, it's the same thing. SPF 30 to like 50 or SPF 100 is the same thing. So always make sure that you go out with sunblock on. You can put it on before you put on your makeup. So once you've used your cleanser, toner, moisturizer, wait a few minutes, put your sunblock on. Please, please put your sunblock on. Yes, black people get sunburnt. Black people can get skin cancer as well. And if you don't use the sunblock, it ages you. If you do not believe me, go on to Derma Care on Instagram. She's a dermatologist. So there, I think that's 5 don'ts. So 5 do's. Always take good care of your skin. If you cannot afford a 3 or 4 step or even a 7-step program, always make sure that you wash your skin properly with the type of cleanser that is right for your skin. If you have oily skin, you might need a product that has salicylic acid in it. Check the ingredient list. If your skin is dry, don't use anything with salicylic acid. You can use something natural. There are a lot of different black soaps that are available now, which different brands are selling. You can put some honey in it if your skin is dry, because that's also very good and moisturizing. Make sure you remove your makeup off. We wear a lot of makeup in Nigeria. I have a lot of makeup on. Make sure that you take it off properly, whether it's with a wipe. If you can't afford wipes or it becomes too expensive to keep using wipes, coconut oil is one of the best makeup removers. This has to do with makeup. Don't always try and do makeup that you see on Instagram or on other social media platforms. What looks good on one person may not look good on another person. Try and do makeup that suits you. It should enhance your beauty, not make you look like you're a different person or like you're in an African magic horror movie. Try and be happy with the way you look. This is one of the most important things. I think so many of us are unhappy with the way that we look. It took me a really, really long time to accept this. I call it my glorious 5 heads. Yes, you can see. It's very big. And I'm okay with it. It took me a long time to accept it. Several years ago, I would not be able to wear my hair like this. Now I do. And I think it's one of my best features, and as well as my eyes. So learn to love the person that you look at in the mirror. If you don't love you, nobody else is going to, and you are beautiful. 5 of my favorite beauty products. Aside from black soap, which I mentioned earlier, a very natural product that you can get anywhere is raw honey. Raw local honey, not honey from the supermarket. Because a lot of the honey from the supermarket is mixed, it's imported, and I'm sorry, with the imported honey, we don't know what's in it. So go to the markets and buy honey. Yes, you might see some little bits of bee inside it. Don't worry, it won't hurt you. And turmeric. It's a root. You can buy you can buy turmeric in markets here, and then you can blend it to powder form, or you can buy it in little sachets. Turmeric, it's called turmeric. And you mix maybe about half a teaspoon of turmeric with raw honey and make a mask. I promise you, you will love your skin. It's also very good if you have discoloration. I have a lot of discoloration on my face, so I use it on a regular basis, and it's also an antibacterial agent as well. So that's number one. So these three products are for the body, not for the face. This is a cleanser, and it's called Smiling Beads. It's a body wash. Now the smell might be a bit maybe strong for a lot of people, but one of the great things about the Smiling Beads body wash is that not only does it cleanse your skin, but it exfoliates your skin. So if you're somebody that likes to go and do scrubs a lot, with this you won't have to. You won't have to do scrubs as often as you were probably doing. And I tend to use this only at night because I find that my skin basically regenerates at night more than it does during the day. Now these are wipes. These here are wipes, and the great thing about these products, Omeas, they're all 100% natural. 100% natural products. This wipe, basically, if you have rough bits on your skin, for example on your elbows or your knees, you can't use it on your face. It smoothens your skin naturally. So what you would do is that after having a shower with the cleanser, you would then take one wipe, it looks like a face wipe, and you wipe it all over your body, like from your neck down. Wait about a minute or two, then you apply this. Now this product is, I call it heaven in a bottle. It's called Softness Bliss Body Lotion. It has a very citrus smell in it, and the ingredients are also very natural. I'm not going to list all of them, but this product I have been using since December 2014, and I promise you this product, if you don't buy anything else, get this. You can get it from MedPlus. It is a godsend. It's amazing. It makes your skin soft, it makes it glow, you smell really good. Your husband's gonna like you. Your boyfriend's gonna like you. Trust me, I know. I put it on before I go out, and he's like, baby, you smell so good. And I'm like, it's Omeas. Yes, it's pronounced Omeas. You can get it at MedPlus pharmacies. It's a bit pricey, so if you're going to use anything, definitely use this. These are my holy grail products. So that's 4 items I've given you. Now the last product that I'm going to mention, which a lot of people are like, how is that possible? The bio oil is a fantastic product. You don't want to use an oil during the day, no problem. Use it at night. Put it from your head to your toes, but not on your hair though. Amazing, amazing, amazing product. It's also very, very, very good for stretch marks too. So there you have it, 5 beauty products that I highly recommend. The impact of social media on the beauty industry has been huge. Not only have those of us that are in Nigeria, I want to talk specifically because we're in Nigeria, but I think this also applies to the rest of the world and Africa. We are influenced by what we see on social media, beauty trends, beauty products, and a lot of us want to try products that we've seen on social media. We follow makeup artists, we want to do what it is they're doing. So I think that's probably one of the good things about the impact of beauty from social media, is that we learn so many different things and many different techniques. But one of the negative aspects of it is that a lot of us want to look like the people that we see on social media. So I think it's influenced the beauty industry in a negative way, because people have unrealistic expectations of how they should look. And if you're looking at Kim Kardashian, as you've seen, when she's taking a selfie, not only is she holding her phone, but there is a professional photographer standing behind the phone taking the photograph. There's a filter, he's holding one of those light reflectors, so you won't see any of her flaws, you won't see any breakouts, you won't see any stretch marks. There is a makeup artist that's applying makeup on her arms, on her legs, on every part of her body to make her look perfect. There is a hairstylist that's inserting, tracks of extensions into her hair. That is not real life. That's a woman who is beautiful naturally, but also has a lot of help when it comes to what she puts on social media. I post pictures of myself on social media where I'm made up by a makeup artist. I did not wake up like that. I wish I could say I woke up like this, but I did not wake up like that. Trust me, it's the people that are standing behind this camera right now that know what I looked like when I came in, and it wasn't like this. This is a professional's work. So don't judge yourself by what you see on social media. Yes, it can influence you in a positive way. I learn a lot of things from social media, and I can go to a makeup artist and say, oh, I really like this, and then they'll say, no, Michelle, that won't suit your face. Those eyebrows or that lip color won't suit your face. And a lot of us in Nigeria, I think, we're looking at makeup artists abroad and celebrities abroad who are Caucasian, they're white. A lot of the makeup that you see on them and a lot of the products that they use will not work for us. It's hot in Nigeria, this is not London. So what they're using there, you can't always use it here. So everything is trial and error. The beauty industry has grown leaps and bounds, definitely, not only abroad, but here in Nigeria, because of that influence of media, because of social media. I think we have amazing makeup artists in Nigeria. To be honest with you, I think, not because I'm Nigerian, but I think Nigerian makeup artists are better than the other makeup artists in the rest of Africa. And if you're watching this in the rest of Africa, I'm sorry, it's true. A lot of you are coming here. A lot of our makeup artists are flying to your countries to do our makeup, so our makeup artists are phenomenal, so are our hairstylists. My very first job when I came out of university was actually in marketing. I went to university in London, and even though I studied fashion design and marketing, I couldn't get a job in fashion design. I started working at Warner Brothers, yes, the same Warner Brothers that makes films, but I worked in the television marketing department, and essentially that involved marketing different films that were being produced and shot in the US. So that was probably, I guess, my first insight or window into the film industry. I had no idea at that point that I would end up acting. But it was very fascinating for me, and it was something completely different to what I had studied, which was fashion. So that was my very first job. My very first job in television was here in Nigeria, and that was Big Brother Nigeria. The beauty industry in Nigeria 5 years ago. 5 years ago, it wasn't even that bad. I would say 10 years ago, for me it was shocking because that was when I first came here. A lot of the makeup artists on sets really didn't know what they were doing. I was surprised at the products that they had available to them. And I don't think it's because it was even their fault. I think it's also because of what was available in the market. Back then, Tara had makeup, Banke Mashida had makeup, but not a lot of makeup artists were even around, I don't think. I mean, not that many people were interested in makeup. So it's grown by leaps and bounds. And it's interesting because I think aside from in the West, like in the US and in Europe, this is the only country that I have seen in Africa where makeup artists are entrepreneurs. They're like very successful businesswomen. And I think it's very, very inspiring what people like, Tara and Banke Mashida have been able to do. And the makeup artists that we have now, like Auntie Bimpe Onakaria, she does shows in the US and things like that. So it's phenomenal. The growth has been phenomenal. I think it's going to get to a level where people are going to actually be coming from other countries in Africa and coming to train in Nigeria because the beauty industry has grown. As far as skincare products, I think it's something that we're starting to get into slowly. Omeus, which I had mentioned earlier, is a product that's owned by a Nigerian, but she's based in the US, and the products are produced there. Now, from my understanding, to produce skincare products in Nigeria is very expensive, also because of our light situation. I mean, when you're mixing different ingredients, even if they're natural, you need to keep them at a certain temperature to be able to preserve them. The more natural skincare products, like whether it's scented shea butter that's been infused with, orange oil or whether it's orange or lemongrass or different scents like that, we can use essential oils to basically mix with things like shea butter. But we haven't reached the stage where we can start producing in the same way that they do abroad, and I really think that has a lot to do with our infrastructure, unfortunately. I know that in Ghana probably leads us as far as that goes, because they actually make a lot of skincare products in Ghana and they're competing with products abroad. So it's a growing market, but for the most part, a lot of the skincare products and beauty products, as far as what you put on your skin, that's not makeup related, we don't have the capacity to produce those yet. But I think in the future we will be able to. I sincerely hope that we'll be able to.